Pisces, hello. This is your weekly reading for the week of May the 26th. Thank you for being here. I hope you are doing well. Let's see what's coming through for you. We are starting the week with a new moon happening in the sign of Gemini. New moon has to do with new beginnings. And Gemini energy is about intellect, thoughts, mind, communication, technology. So let's see how that's going to play out for you. All right, your cards are Hermit, Queen of Wands, Nine of Cups, and Five of Pentacles. Okay, so here with Five of Pentacles, it feels like, something is exhausting, and it could also be that maybe you are not well. And if that is the case, this is where there is a shift happening, and this is recovery. Okay, you feeling more energetic, inspired, motivated to move forward and do things, get things done. So this is where you are feeling a little bit, you are dragging the feet. So yeah, it also feels like maybe it may have something to do with things that you are doing. Yeah, maybe you are in a new place, maybe you are doing something new, and because you are learning new things, it might feel a little bit tiring because you have to put extra attention, energy there in order to make things happen. But could be because it's just in the beginning stages right now, and you might feel like you have to figure things out all by yourself. Things like that. So what I want to say is you are moving in the right direction. Keep the faith and keep going. Okay, so this has to do with, a lack of faith, trust. So what I want to say is be more confident. That's exactly what's happening here. You are being confident, charismatic. You are making opposite energies. You are making things happen here. You are listening to your intuition and you are staying true to yourself. You are being you, shining brighter. Amazing. So this is where you are lacking, you are doubting things, and you are maybe, you might could be that you are questioning yourself, Pisces. You are coming across some doubts, and if you can do this, whatever it is that you are undertaking, if you can do this, yes, you can. Okay, that's what this energy is. It has to do with our perception, how we see ourselves, our potential, things like that. With this, if you are doubting yourself, then the cards are reminding you, let go of doubts. And I mean, when I said let go, it's not about ignoring them. It's important to pay close attention to our own thoughts and feelings, how we are perceiving something, our own potential maybe. So when we sit down to contemplate and reflect on things, then we will understand, okay, you know what, this is the solution. So it's not so instead of what you are doing here is, instead of focusing on the problem, you are focusing on the solution. Okay, what are my fears? What are these doubts? Where is this coming from? What needs to happen? So this could mean learning a new skill. It could mean appreciating and acknowledging your own abilities, talents, gifts, potential. How you see yourself. Maybe you have everything everything you need, but sometimes we still doubt ourselves. We still compare ourselves with others, and then we hold ourselves back. But this is where you are closely looking at things, going over the details in order to clearly understand what is it that what are these fears, what is it that you are experiencing, what are the beliefs, and so that is actually helping you be more solution focused instead of putting your energy and focusing on, instead of focusing on your weaknesses, and this is where you are focusing on your strengths. That's amazing. And you are turning around this situation, staying more optimistic. So Hermit here has to do with whatever it is that you want to do, Pisces. This is where you may not know like how this is going to turn out and what the journey looks like, and you are not figuring out the entire path. Sometimes when we think about these things, these thoughts are very paralyzing and very it holds us back. So this is where, instead of figuring out the entire path and come up with a plan and a strategy for the next 10 years, this is where you are taking that next step. Whatever is visible to you right now at this moment, whatever it is that you can do at this moment. So this could mean writing things down. This could mean, depending upon which area you are, what area you want to focus on. If it has something to do with your health, it could mean watching your diet, going on a walk, or if it has something to do with your goals, your dreams, it could be you writing things down. What is it that you want to achieve and accomplish? What is it that you want to do? Things like that. So simple things that you can do now. Hermit here has to do with simplifying. So for some, this could mean your physical space. Maybe you are going over everything that you own, your closet, your home space, your workspace, your garage, your car, to understand what you need to keep and what needs to go. So you are simplifying things. On the other hand, it could also be other things, the people you hang out with, the place where you live, goals and dreams. If to make sure if they still resonate with you or if you have outgrown them, things like that. So this is you, evaluating, taking a stop of your life, Pisces. Evaluating things to make sure what needs to happen so you can move forward with whatever it is that you want to do. What needs to happen so you can take that next step. So you are creating those changes here. On the other hand, the card is reminding you to, this could be happening because of comparisons. It could be anything. It could be something to do with your health, something to do with your finance, where you live, your relationships, something to do with your potential, things like that. There is some, and that is actually making you doubt things. So what I want to say is, instead of comparison, the card energy is reminding you, how about living by your own light? So by that, what I mean is, this is about, again, you acknowledging your own talents, gifts, abilities, and shining brighter. Look at these cards. These are your cards. Hermit is carrying a lantern, and it's actually, with this, it feels like he is looking for solutions and answers outside. It could be you looking for answers in a book, watching the video, or what somebody else is doing, or things like that. But whatever it is that you are seeking, it's within. So it's reminding you to make time to go inward and find out what your truth is. We don't want to blindly follow what someone else is doing, their advices, their suggestions, or be influenced by what's happening in the world. It could be, every day something new is coming up, and when we don't want to let ourselves be carried away. Otherwise, our life will be like, we will be like, feel more we will feel disintegrated and all over the place. So this is reminding you, okay, focus on you. What is it that you want? Where do you want to put your time, your energy, and your dreams, your goals, things like that. So instead of putting the focus outside, bring it inward, go inward and know what is it that, what is true for you. So yes, that is actually helping you because you are doing it, because you are making time for self-reflection, contemplation. It's actually helping you simplify. So it could mean anything, like I said, goals, dreams, relationships, place of living, things that you own. Yeah. And also patterns, habits, it could also be internal. Okay, you looking at yourself. Like I said, if you are coming across in some doubts, this is where you are trying to see things in a totally different light. And this could also mean, releasing ideas and beliefs, something that doesn't resonate with you anymore. Shining brighter. So this is where you are making things happen. This is where you are doubting things. And this is where you are releasing all doubts and moving forward with things. So shining brighter, staying more positive, optimistic. And this is where you are also, maybe some of you guys are taking up some strength training exercises, like working out. So here, this could also be happening because of health. Maybe you are not feeling well and you are thinking about what you need to do, what needs to change. And this is where you are, doing something about it. It could mean going to a gym or watching your diet or things like that. Or it could be your outlook, the way you are approaching the situations you are coming across, and you are staying more positive and optimistic. That's wonderful. And then 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups here has to do with happiness, joy, satisfaction. So that's amazing. But on the other hand, this could also be about emotional eating. When I said, unhealthy, it could be food. It could be that you are this is where you are not watching your diet. Maybe it could be that you are in a party, at a buffet or something like that, and you are trying everything that's on the menu. On the other hand, this could also be, this is where you are not, there is, maybe there are certain things that needs your attention, but you are procrastinating, Pisces. So, and this is where you are getting things done, and this is where you are putting it for another day. So what I want to say is, it all depends upon the situation. So it could be that you just want to take a break, and just rest, relax, take it easy. On the other hand, when it comes to other things, like important things, like, it could be paying your bills, it could be, making that doctor's appointment, or it could be, important meetings, conversations, things like that. You don't want anything to slide through the cracks. So just, if there is something, maybe you want to write things down, so you remember, okay, you know what, this is something that's absolutely important. I need to take care of it today. And there could also be something that can wait, so it's all about knowing what the priorities are, things like that. So, okay. On the other hand, Hermit and Queen of Wands could also be something to do with your relationships. It could be someone you are meeting. Hermit is Virgo energy, and this is Queen of Wands is fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or it could also be the energies they are embodying, or it could be the energy, it could be that these signs are in your chart. You are going on a hike. Just be aware of how much you are taking on though. Before you make that trip, just know like if you know how much you can take on, because here I do feel I do see, you know, something to do with your legs, joint pains, things like that. So just be aware of that. You know, these are, you know, two people who are not on the same page. Look at them. They, you know, this is how the cards showed up. See, they are not on the same page. They are facing opposite directions, you know. So again, something to do with your personal interactions with others, or it could also be you meeting different personalities. But it looks like you are not doing anything about it. You are like, okay, you know what? It is what it is. I'm not going to do anything about it. Let them figure things out themselves. All right, Pisces, let's see what's coming through for you. All right, Pisces, your message is quiet retreat. All right, so you are going on a solo trip maybe, or you are going on a retreat. Yeah, some religious activities. It could be, you know, places that are meaningful for you. Maybe you are spending some time there. Hermit, it could be, again, you are staying away from, this is solitude, you enjoying your own solitude. So it could be that you are staying away from social media, you are, you know, enjoying your own company, or it could be that you have things to do, so you are focusing on your priorities, so you are staying away from social circle. Or it could be, you know, you making time every day to sit down and reflect on things, you know. So yeah, enjoying your own company. And this is where you are coming out of that solitude. So there is a shift happening. The energy is shifting. Or it could be an off and on kind of things. Something to do with flickering lights. I don't know. If if that resonates, do let me know in the comments. Flickering lights. You might have to change the bulbs maybe. Sometimes you might feel like, you know, it could also be weather situations, you know, sometimes it's sunny, sun is playing hide and seek. Sometimes it's like rainy, cloudy, and sometimes like bright sun. It's so something to do with that. And it could also be internal. Sometimes you might feel like, you know, taking a break and keeping to yourself. And sometimes you are like, you know, out there, mingling, being the center of attention. And sometimes you are like, you know, in your room. Something like that is happening. Okay. Quiet retreat. It's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself and you will have more clarity about what to do next. Yeah, that's exactly what that, you know, I was talking about in the beginning. Like if it feels like thoughts are all over the place and you don't have the clarity, then it's about acknowledging, what you are coming across, your experiences, your feelings, and then, making some time for you to go over whatever this is for you. And that is actually helping you see the bigger picture, and move forward with clarity. And this is also about remember, the energy is also reminding you about being true to yourself. Okay, this is not about comparing, and this is not about, looking outside for answers. This is you coming into this awareness that you have what it takes, and you know what to do. Okay, and this is truth. So living by your own light. Maybe that will be the title of this video. You living by your own light and shining it brighter for others also. That's wonderful. So let me read this out to you one more time, because this is a beautiful message. It's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself and you will have more clarity about what to do next. You will know what to do next. Okay, Pisces, this is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Please take good care of yourself. I will see you in the next reading. And remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. Sending you all new moon blessings. Take care. Bye-bye.